And we are back with episode 12 after our crash at the end of episode 11. Seems we have our ender transformation powder here, which is completely done. And we need to sieve more crushed endstone. And while that's doing that little bit there, we shall have a look at the quests and take what's going. Oh right, that was the market that we bought last time. And that's our end transformation powder, which completes the end of that line. So that leads us on, I believe, to ender matter. So with ender matter, or ender organic matter, we need to make the ender organic fluid. And that's made using the nether organic fluid in a barrel with this ender infused block underneath. So we need to expand our system here into making the next tier up, which is this one, the nether organic fluid. Now we don't want to take the nether organic fluid from there because that would stop this process. I mean, we could, once this had finished processing everything. The flux sieve is still processing the crushed netherrack into that, so that's why that's continuing to go on. So right, we need to take this, convert it into nether here, and then from nether into the ender. Now the question is, do we need the ender organic fluid for the next tier up? And the answer to that is yes, we do. And I believe this one is the end of the line. The cognizant one does all the jobs of the previous one. So this here, you can see, once you sieve the cognizant organic matter, you pretty much get everything of the previous. Now I need to double check this. This is everything. Now I see it's not absolutely everything. We don't have the mushrooms, but as far as I'm aware, they're not actually used for anything that's required by the process. So I'm talking about these mushrooms here. Yeah, so I know we're looking ahead, but I'm just looking past that. So what we need now is a couple of barrels. I do need to make another infused ender block. So we need those dimensional shards that we made in the last episode that we left running on our automated system just here. Yeah, and we've got loads. Right, so you're probably asking, well, why are you making two? Well, one is to use the actual process of the ender transformation powder on the barrel, and the other one is so we can basically use it to create the next tier up. Now, obviously, we can't create this refined obsidian yet, or well, we might be able to, but I've not really looked into that. So that's why we've got two. So I just need two barrels. I'm sure we've got two. Yeah. And we need a load of fluid pipes, and I'll take those as well. Don't think we're going to need energy pipes. Now we could use LaserIO for fluid transfer, but I haven't actually done that yet, so I need to look into that more in depth. So for the time being, right, so that is going to empty that out, isn't it? So go that. So just here, I'm going to put one of the barrels, and we're going to take the fluid from this pipe. This is going to be ugly to start with. That's not converting. Is that the wrong fluid? So we go from, yes, I want nether. Oh, I need another pink slime block. No. Damn. So that's the wrong block. And I didn't get that. Not losing that block. Where did it go? Ah. So under this we actually need a pink slime block. Now I think I've got enough pink slime to create another block. I think we needed 3 buckets and there's 8 in there, so that should be more than enough. And remember, if you've got fluid left in the middle of here, you can simply pump that out. So now it's gone and it's back in that tank, so don't waste it breaking the machine. And we'll just reconnect the pipe but leave it so it's not extracting, and then we'll make another pink slime block. So pink slime under that one to turn it into nether, and then we extract that into our infused ender. So we need to be able to pump it out, so just here, is that a fluid pipe? Yeah, that doesn't matter because we're putting a block down. And we'll just extract that into there, and then that will convert over. And I think what we're going to do, we're going to use this. I'm a bit skeptical that this system here is still bottlenecked very badly. Now eventually that will run out, and by the time all this runs out, I don't think we'll be actually using this process again. We'll have switched over to mystical agriculture, so there's no real reason why this won't be sufficient later on. I'm just wondering whether to use 2 barrels here. No, we'll not. We'll basically tank this up. We'll only use 1 tank. Right, so from here we'll just go straight into a tank. I think that's the safest thing to do. And because we've only got 1 tank, we don't need to filter that. Well, we do actually, because if this ever empties, it will put the nether organic fluid in it instead. We don't really want that. So we could do with filtering that, I guess. So simply take a bucket of the fluid, add it into a filter and submit, so it can only extract the ender organic fluid, and we've enough time to put that bucket back. Great stuff. Right, and this is exactly what went wrong here. So we need another filter. In fact, I've got one on me. Oh no, that's that filter there. So we need to add a filter in there for nether organic fluid. Otherwise, that will happen again. And if we just break that connection there, we can now extract from this one and put that filter back in there. And then I can just get rid of that bucket full of fluid into that, and then we can reconnect this. Yeah, you need to basically, if this one is empty like this, this pipe here will pull that colourful into this barrel. That's where it went wrong. So filter these up, and then that won't actually happen. So we're getting a nice storage of ender organic fluid there, and we now need to take our ender transformation powder and dunk it in the ender organic fluid to create the ender organic matter, which is then sieved, which gives us these pieces here. Now we don't need to go crazy with this system. We don't need to set up a fully automated setup like we've done with the previous ones in the past, simply because we are going to be switching to mystical agricultural seeds, so we just need to create enough of the produce to be able to create the seeds themselves, but we do need to create the fluid, like I said, for the cognizant, which is the next tier up. So let's we can actually do this manually, I guess. This system here is for that. That is to process that stuff. Has this finished? So that's finished and all done. So we can take this fluid here and put it into our temporary system that we're going to use. So just here we want another barrel. Yes, I think we're pretty much done with the processing of the nether organic fluid here. So we'll take a bucket of that, let that one convert over, then extract that, put the filter in here, and then add the bucket so it can't pull the previous one. And then we'll work on this. So I'm going to steal this because we don't need it here. And in here we put our crushed end stone. Sorry, we don't. We put our ender transformation powder here, don't we? And then that gives us our ender organic matter. So if we unlock that, I think it's just too far away, isn't it? Yeah, it's just too far away. We can move this. So all we need to do here is bring that item pipe across to here. Put the drawer back up. Put that back on the bottom. That goes into a diamond mesh, and we need the emerald mesh. So rather than have it go into there, we'll disconnect that and bring it out to there. So all we need to do here is, is that the right? Yeah, so is extract out of there, into there. Having that at the bottom of there is not a good idea. We need to replace that. Is that? It's not actually processing that, which is okay. Let's just get rid of that. We need a chest there. Right, so the ender organic matter needs a netherite mesh, so we need to create a netherite. Now I do have an emerald one there, so this mesh here is actually no good for that. So I need to create a netherite ingot. And to do that, we just take, I believe it's 4 scrap. Oh, I didn't complete the quest for that, and 4 gold. And it's a shapeless recipe to create netherite ingot, and then we use the smithing table, I believe, to create a netherite mesh. So here we need the netherite mesh in, and that should start processing our items into our relevant things. Right, so that ender organic matter could go in there. I believe that was a quest reward. And I don't know whether this is going to be enough. to give us the sufficient quantities to create the seeds. We'll see in a minute. Might need to create some more manually. Just put those quest rewarded ones back in there, and we shall put the netherite ingots in. Well, I won't put them in there because there's no room. So take that rubber out. So we do have scope for making more endstone. So there's still a good stack and a bit left to go in there, so we'll keep those pebbles coming. Right, we do need more silica ones because the silicon seeds will... Oh no, there's silicon seeds. I need 4 of them, look. So we'll need 1 more silicon at some point. Right, so let's have a look, see if we've got sufficient quantities from what's being processed to make these seeds. So we're going to need 16 of the pieces. So with lead, you need to basically have 4, the metal ones, you need 4 ingots before you can create the seeds. So we need 16 pieces of these 3. I'll just pick all those up actually, and that will complete the quests. So there's still quite a bit to go, and we still have quite a bit more endstone on us. So meanwhile, let's complete all these. And we did get some pieces as rewards, so they can go in there. So we've definitely got enough metal pieces, and I believe we might actually get some more. No, not there, maybe here. Yeah, we get some more ingots down here at the bottom. So those we've got enough of. Now to create endstone itself, we need this end essence, and the end essence is these end agglomerations. So for each one of these, we need 1 chorus fruit and 1 purpur block. Now the purpur block is actually made from these popped chorus fruits, which is the chorus fruit furnace. Now we can grow this, I believe, in a botany pot. So we only need 1, but this process might be slow. So let's get cracking with that. We'll just take 1 of those. It needs an end stone, I believe. And let's see what we've got growing over here that we no longer need, rather than create another botany pot. We've got loads and loads of stuff here. We'll leave the seeds one going. Is that generating seeds? It is. We don't need any more sugar cane. So let's remove that. Put that storage drawer just on top of that one there, and we will put let's just have a quick look and see what we get from this. So there's a 5% chance. See there, it says chance 5 in the tooltip. So that's a 5% chance each turn to get the chorus flower, and a 100% chance to get the chorus fruit. So I'll use the storage drawer, even though there's 2 items that come out of this. Now, is that endstone? Yes. I will make sure that the chorus fruit goes into the drawer, and then there's loads of storage here for the chorus flower should we get. So there's the chorus fruit in there, so that's fine. So that's generating those. We don't have to worry about sieving enough for the ender agglomeration. So we do need 4 purpur, these shulker shells. So we've got everything we need now to create the mystical agricultural seeds. So this process here, we don't really need to go any further than what's already been processed, really. We will take all these. There's still 26 in there to process. I'll put those temporarily in there. We're not going to create the seeds for endstone straight away. In fact, we're not going to do those straight away either. What we're going to do now is start our process for doing mystical agricultural seeds. Let's tidied our inventory up. Oh, now last episode I got a comment about, you know, these item cards being stacked in your inventory. There is a card holder, and thank you, Alex, for pointing this out. This card holder here holds multiple item cards. So let's make, oh, what's that? Just, oh right, normal chests and 4 of those. So we can make the card holder. And does this open up? So this can hold what? 2, 4, 5, 10, 15 cards. Now we've got in there 20. So let's just do 10. Have a look. Oh, right. So that actually, yeah, that can hold a lot more. So we'll do all of those. Put them in there. So yeah, I suppose they stack to 64. So that's a lot of different cards. A lot of cards you can have in there. It doesn't allow you to put the filters in or anything else, just the item cards. Not the wrench either. So yeah, thank you, Alex, for that. That's a great help. Don't know what I'm running up there for. What I do need now is the lots of Inferium Essence. And the first thing we're going to create with Mystical Agriculture is Inferium Seeds. So we're not relied on that procedure there to create the Inferium Essence. And that's just straightforward wheat seeds with the Inferium Essence around it. Now we're not going to use all our seeds, but I will take let's use one whole line here for Inferium Essence. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7. So that's 7 lots. We did get a quest reward for that. Let's have a look what we've got here. Oh right, that just finishes that line off. That's fine there. So is that complete? It's missing. Oh, all this top half here, we haven't done anything with that yet. So we'll come to that when we need to. But for the rest of this episode, we'll be creating mystical agricultural seeds. Now, these seeds require the mystical agricultural farmland, and that goes for all the mystical agricultural seeds, and they are tiered because Inferium is a tier 1. It will allow us to use tier 1 soil, which is this. Now, all these soils are made the same way. You need a hoe, piece of dirt, and then the relevant essence for the relevant level. Now, if we go back and have a look, you can see that there are speed advantages. So tier 3 soil has a 1.2 times speed. Tier 1 is just a 1.1. So let's create the next tier up above this, which is that one. So for this, we're going to need a hoe. Wooden one should do. And we just need some dirt, which we've got loads of. And we need 7 of these for our 7 Inferium Seeds. Now, all of the mystical agricultural seeds have a chance to drop the seed itself. So you might be thinking, well, why haven't we got double storage here? It's actually a very low percent. In the Inferium Seeds case, there is a chance to drop the seed and fertilizer. But as you can see by the tooltip, if I flick between them, the chance for both of these is 1%. So that's a very low chance, whereas it's 100% for the actual Inferium Essence itself. So we will be using the drawer to store the essence, and the seeds and the fertilizer, should we get any, have plenty of storage room here in the drawer itself, in the botany pot itself. So all these ones here are going to be used to store or to make Inferium. And we want that Inferium to come over here because the storage drawer here has upgrades in it. So the easiest way, I mean, we could do LaserIO, but it's a bit messy. Just pulling all the ones, I suppose we could, or using a single pipe underneath. Right, so what seeds do we need first? Well, there's no rush to do these seeds. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the sections that we use for automation and work our way up. So the first ones that we got here are coal, copper and tin. So these seeds are basically all the same. they're going to be done on the infusion crafting, and it will be a essence times 4 and the actual produce times 4 with prosperity seeds in the middle. So we've got some prosperity seeds already, and coal is prudentium, which we've got. We're going to need some more dirt, which we'll keep making the tertium for. It gives a nice boost. We don't need those, need 4 coal. Should take out of here. Now, we're not going to be automated seed making because there's literally no point. I'm only going to make 1 of each seed. And then should we find that we need more produce later on down the line, these will actually make seeds eventually. So it's a Seaopolis recipe. We can simply go around, pop these on, and then put the seeds on the middle one. And then these will make. And because this is filtered, it will not pull them off into that chest. They will stay there forever. So we can just take them off. And we're going to start this line just here with our seed base. So there's the coal. Next is copper and tin. There's our copper, now to our tin. Yeah. That's our copper and tin in place. You can see we're already making coal. Right, so that makes stage 1 redundant. Just double check and make sure that we're not making anything else with this. So yeah, the only thing that we made from this was copper, tin and coal. And now we used the mini coal in our furnace setup just here. So we'll need to sort something out with that eventually. But there's still 7,000 coal in there, and there's over 30,000 coal in there. So, and there's 20,000 coal in that one as well. So there's no push to do that, even though this is actually still working at the minute. So you can see there, that was tin. So our aim is to do all these 3 here, mystical agriculture, if we can. I am aware that we're going to need these shards here for another process further down the line, isn't it? So we need them for that. Or maybe it was the nuggets that we needed for, so that created the skulking transformation powder. No, there's 1,000 in there, so that's this process. Just, oh, it's affected this process here, isn't it? Yeah, so yeah, neither by. So up next is, so improved is nickel, iron and aluminium. Aluminium seeds was prudentium, iron seeds is tertium, and is that nickel? Nickel seeds is Inferium. You'll get a bit of frame loss actually. I've noticed it being a bit jerky. That's our aluminium seeds in. Now for the next tier up, we're going to need the Inferium Essence. So we need the next infusion crystal up as well. So let's see, does that? Yeah, that creates the next tier up. So we just need 4 prosperity shards. So there's these in the corner and tertium in the middle, and that one creates the tertium fusion crystal. And we've completed the quest as we're climbing this ladder. It's only B-Bucks, so not much we need from that. That's the wrong essence. So that's that one. We're going to need some more. It's a pain that you can't do like the one below it on here as well. So as you can see there, this doesn't actually work. You need the previous crystal in, or the next tier crystal, previous one. Right, so we need 4 nickel. Nickel, top. And I believe, let's just double check, our nickel seeds are indeed Inferium Essence. And we need to take a dirt. Now, this dirt is not enough, I don't believe. Let's have a quick look. We need tier 5, tier 4, or tier 6. So tier 4, 5, or 6, and this is 3. So that is not sufficient. We're going to need another one to make tier 4 dirt. So remember that when you're doing these up in order. Right, so that's our improved powder. Onto our next powder, and the organic matter for this is gold, silver, ender pills and echo shards. So we're not actually making the ender pill fragments, we're making ender pills which actually break down into shards if we need them. Echo shards, now there isn't a seed for this, unfortunately, but we can make echo shards in the cognizant. So we want to concentrate on, what was it, gold and silver and ender pills. Now ender pills is probably a mob one. So this is probably, yeah, this is soul jars. So what we need to do here is make soul jars and kill, I believe it's 8, I don't know if it's 8 endermen each, which is what that means. So they may come later. Now we're okay for ender pills, simply because we have in here 4,000 ender pill fragments. And that's a lot of ender pills. So we'll concentrate on gold and silver for now. Gold seed and silver seed. So if you're wondering what this key is here that I'm separating with, it's on my keyboard, which is obviously a UK keyboard, so yours might be different. It's Shift and the key next to the Z. So to the left of the Z, there's a straight line, so it's Shift and that's what the separator is here. And for this, it's actually tertium and Imperium again. Right, so let's see how far we can get with the existing essence that we have. So I think, which way around was it? So silver is the tertium. This tertium one we will use with the silver seeds, and then we'll switch around this way, and that's the gold seeds done. So that's the main two metal. Now while I'm here, I want to lock these drawers, particularly these ones here, which means I can run along and just pull all these out when I need to. And we'll lock all the essences in here as well. Just need this one to grow. Lock that essence in that side. And that essence in that side. Now we're pretty low on essence now. That we emptied that one there, so we may need to give it a break. We do have some. Well, there's enough for. Well, there isn't actually, because we'll need the dirt. So we can do something which is either one of these three. Let's do redstone. So this is a tertium one, which we've got plenty of. Lovely. So the next thing we need here is something for auto crafting all these essences. So I'm getting a frames per second hit when I get up here. I'm not quite sure what's causing it, whether there's something underground or what, or yeah, don't know. Anyway, yes, we need some auto crafting for the seeds. Now the best thing to use for auto crafting seeds is RFTools crafters. These. Now I don't know if we can make these yet. I've not delved down this avenue, so that's straightforward, but it's going to be the machine frame which is going to be an issue. Which is not an issue, because we've made machine frames before, and that's just dimensional shards added to, so they're pretty simple, and they just require the previous crafter. So these are very straightforward. It's just electrum and iron. So I'm going to make two tier 3 crafters that we're going to then use to automate the essence into the end product, which basically just needs to get thrown into there. Right, there's our two tier 3 crafters. We're going to need some power for these, because they take power. And now let's see where we've got closest place to power here is absolutely miles away. So over here, oh, that's not a power line. So we need to bring this line down for our power, and I just need to figure out where I'm going to put these crafters. Now I can't see that we need to expand either of these systems. In fact, they're going to be getting more redundant as we go further up. So I'm going to put crafters right just here. I'm going to put one there and one there. And underneath these two crafters, and there's me picking the exact wrong square to break. So these are now powered. And what we'll do is we'll put the nodes behind. And then we're going to need nodes for every single one of these. It makes me wonder actually whether using these nodes is actually better or worse than just using pipes. We could quite easily put pipes underneath and then just bring them out into one of these, but yeah, I mean we do have the nodes, so let's use them, I guess. We'll leave essence for now. What we're actually going to do is the material essences. That's what we need. We need these. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the one that we're under is 7. So we're actually taking the metals. We're going to leave the essences for now. So metals, and they are all extraction. So we need to take 7 of these. Now if I set that like that, can I use the card holder to click on the laser nodes and insert a card? Oh right, so it opens an interface up where you can just pick and pull them across. That's really good, that. I like that a lot. Now before we do that, I want to change the channel colour. So let's stack them all back up, configure these, and we're going to go green. Better green than that. So channel 13 green for our seeds. So this will extract on channel 13. And what we'll also do is transfer. They're only going to make a couple. I don't know if there's a chance that they will make more than one essence. No, according to that, the rolls, so it only does one. It's 100% chance of one item per chance, so there's no need to put these on anything other than one. Right, so we want the oops, on all of these to have an extraction card in. That's down. Change it to up. I keep clicking the draw thing that's behind it, so let's just move that. Alright, did that go in? It did. So this one up. Oh, still clicking what's behind it. So up. Up. And lastly, up. Now we've 13 left, so we've used 7, so that's our 7 that we've got there. And on this one now, we want to insert on channel 13, and we'll use this one first. We can go ahead and put one in. It should pull the essences across. Oh, we need to link them. So we need to link them first. So yeah, we might as well link them now. So we can link them all to this one. That one exceeds the maximum range of 8. So what we can do with this one is do shift right click so it's highlighted and link it to that one. Now, did this one link? It did. See there's a red line. Now it should be filling up with essences, so we can set the recipes for these now. But before we do that, we need the output to go over here. Now we've got all the output already set up apart from coal. So we'll need another storage drawer for coal. Now we're going to be making this one redundant eventually over here, but for the time being, let me just grab another storage drawer. So just here, we can pop that there, make sure nothing goes in it, which it doesn't. Now, between that and that storage drawer is way more than 8 blocks. So what we do here is we use the laser connectors. Now I'm going to need the node for this drawer controller. Now I believe it's already got pipes underneath. Yes, it does. So round the back here, we're going to create another card. And this time we're going to change the channel to 14. Are we using red? Let's use black for storage, channel 15, and it wants to be an insert card. Now I can't access that face, and it's north. So north, we've got an insert card, and then we need to link that. So that's one behind that one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll put it there, and it should link. So if we put a node underneath here, Now we can use nodes underwater. I'll do a shift right click there, right click that. Right, so that is too far. So we'll try one closer. There maybe. So shift right click that, and then right click that node. That's still too far. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Right, so that should be now linked. So that's linked. So we can move these two. Yeah, just that red line appear here. No, it's nice and hidden under the floor, so that's good. So we're going that direction there. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we should put another node in there. Then these two should be linked. Now that one was already selected. And then that is certainly should be close enough to get to the first node. Let's see if we can link that to this one. No. So we'll come another 8 down here. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put one there. Then we'll link this one to this one. And then we should be able to link that to, where are we? This node. Yeah, so that works. And this node, and that one works as well. So that's good stuff. Right, so we just need to create the recipes now. So if what you do here is you select the line and go, if you go usages on, and then we're just going to make the normal coal recipe, which is that one, and then hit apply, and that should process that. And what we need to do is we need to extract now on black. So that was insert. So we need to extract, and we need this one to go maximum. So we'll do 8. And then if we put that card in there, it should extract coal. Oh, we do have a coal. Oh no, that's right. We had a spare one here, didn't we? We added that one down there, and I forgot we had a spare one here. So let's lock that in. This is going to fill up rather quick. So we need to be aware of that. So that's done the coal one, so we click the next recipe down, U for usage, click that one in, apply that one, and then we can rinse and repeat for all these, for all the different recipes. And either I can't count, or what is it that we're missing? Oh, there's only 7 there. We used this gold one, didn't we, here? So there should be a node under that. Didn't put a node under it either. Or did I? No. So that's gold essence, yeah, which is correct. So we need to put the node here. Now that should link straight across without the need for using another laser. So shift. That's the wrong one. Where's that laser gone? So shift right click and then right click that, and they should be linked. Can't really see. There we go. They're linked. Now these extract on channel 13, so we just need to extract on channel 13 for that. In fact, what we can do now is just move one card out of there, and we can change all these, and then change that back to 13, and that back to 1. We don't need to try and pull 8 out. So that's correct. So we can now put that in the up section, and that should pull the gold over, which we're probably not going to see, but there might be a spare one in. Oh, there's the 8. And then that's the last recipe here. And then those come out and go into our system over here. So that's now the first 8 done. And we have redstone over there, which are going to have to come into this one. So we need to change the channel. So I left that one there, so we were aware that channel 15 is that over there. Now we could filter these, but it's easier just to skip the channels and use the different channel. So for this one, we are going to use, let's do channel, let's do yellow, channel 4. So on this one here, we are going to insert on channel 4. That's extract. So we need to change that to insert. And then the extract is on black, which is going to that one over there. Now this one is linked, I believe, already. Yeah, you can see the red line. So all we need to do here is under our redstone one, pop another node in. Oh, I didn't put the card in. I'll put it in somewhere else. I'll put it in north. Did we link that? I need to link it first. No, it's not linked. So we can link this node to this one. It's all parts of the same network. That should now put the redstone in here, which we can set the recipe for. Apply it, and then the redstone should get immediately pulled out and put over here. So we should see this climb. There we go. And then any future ones we do, we can put into that crafter there. So all these ones down here and 2 on the next row will get pushed into that crafter. Just here. Oh. I forgot about seeds. It's going to put all the seeds in here as well, isn't it? Oh, I know what the problem is. There, it's pulled that out because it didn't lock an essence in. So make sure you lock your essence in here. Do we have a redstone essence I can just temporarily use? Wow, 2 redstone seeds already. So we don't have an essence yet. Let's just stop the transfer. So I'll just put that card there temporarily. So yeah, make sure you lock your rows with the essence in. Otherwise it'll pull the seeds into these crafters, and we don't want that. We will need the seeds to stay in here. So yeah, make sure you lock the drawer to seeds, then the laser node underneath cannot pull out the seeds. So we'll put that card back. And that should have put the essence in here, which it did. Okay, so we're going to need a chest. To start with, I'm just going to chest all these extra seeds up, which I'll put it over here, and put any extra seeds and any of the fertilized essence that we get into that chest. This will be a manual process for now. Not expecting a huge amount of seeds. Fertilizer only comes from the Inferium Essence, so I didn't see any seeds in these ones, or in the gold, just the redstone ones, which seem to, I wonder if they have a higher drop rate chance. No, still 1% chance. Okay, well, guess our 1% got lucky then. Not sure what we can use this fertilizer for, because you can't put fertilizer in the botany pots, and you can't certainly fertilize the plants while they're in botany pots. So might end up just throwing that unless it has a use later down the line. So let's have a look at what quests we can pick up. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, they do give essence. Right. So we'll work our way up that as we go. There's a quest in here for the machine frame. And there's a machine base one there. But we're not going down that route. Right, so while our Inferium is processing, now we could do with pulling all this Inferium out and sticking it over here, so we've just got one storage we've got to empty and not all this lot. Now I'm going to break a mold here and use the pipes, because quite frankly it's a waste of LaserIO nodes. So I just grabbed my item pipes, which I've chucked in a chest somewhere. Now there is already a pipe that goes into that, so all I need to do is on these ones here is set these to all extract, and then we only need to join that pipe up with this pipe here, and I think that's just a simpler way of getting the Inferium essence across. They should all now empty into this one here, which you can see they are doing. So yeah, much simpler way of emptying these, and again make sure the drawers are locked, and then your seeds can't get pushed in unless you want to put the seeds across. There's no harm in putting the seeds across here, and the fertilizer, you could make a split drawer, stick a void upgrade on it, so they just went to the void after they'd filled up. I might do that actually. That's simple enough to do. Right, so that's our first stage automation of mystical agriculture, and we can now knock some of these systems down. I just need to revisit and see what we can and can't knock down, and what we need, and we can stop some of these processes from running. I may do that off camera, or I may do it on camera yet, I've not decided. But that's it for episode 12 of Seaopolis 2. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I shall catch you next time.